smartphones are not meant to be closed. They've been built for the past 10 years as a very disposable product that should be replaced after 2 years. And you know, when we're producing 1.5 billion new devices each year, you start to realize that that is not something we can continue to do forever. You start to think about all the ways that that can impact the planet, and there's only so much of this material and metal sitting in the ground.
Very wise words. So talking about links to you know, how lives may change in the future, but how is starting a business change your life?
Yeah, so I like to talk about when I moved. Also, I moved from Silicon Valley to Copenhagen about 4.5 years ago, and I saw a very vast difference in those two startup ecosystems, from the hyper competitive out to kind of destroy you, kill and conquer mentality of Silicon Valley, to a very collaborative and open and flat hierarchy in Denmark that is quite nice to be a part of, actually. And this is why I talk a little bit about like these companies that are for purpose and profit. We call them zebras. I believe the Nordics is a breeding ground for them in the very near future, because I think the mindset of people here and also the young people are kind of getting motivated and pushed into, I want to make a difference, and it's hard to find companies right now really where you can start to do that. They're just starting to pop up, so most of them are startups, the companies where you can make a difference. It's not that it's hard to find startups doing that, but you know, the traditional job was very big here in the Nordics for a long time, and I think that startups in general are going to see a little bit of a boom, because the younger generation here wants to work on things that they find meaningful.
So what's the best thing about running a business then?
I mean, there's a lot of positive things. I mean, one of the ones I always joke about is you get to make your own hours. So we start our day a bit later here at Worthmore. So, you know, I started in my own company, and the one benefit is I get to sleep in. No, but no, in general, I mean, I think I like that, you know, when I look back on my years, I will be able to put my finger on things that I did and are hopefully still running. I mean, a couple of the stuff that I've done so far in the past is out there in the wild, and it's just kind of cool to see when you know somebody who is using a product you've built, or who knows about or made an impact through Worthmore. I think that would be very cool to have people know what it is that that you've been working on and find it useful and valuable. Ironically, it was the smartphone that got me into sort of this whole entrepreneurship thing. I remember being a young kid and reading about the very first iPhone, and knowing somehow that was going to change everything. Like, I was like, this is really, really big. You know, it's like an article in, I don't know, some kind of nerdy magazine that I was subscribing to, and saying that this was coming out in the next year. And I knew I wanted it like right then, and I knew it was going to change the world. Fast forward 10 years, and now I'm seeing sort of how it changed the world, from you know, very positive ways as well, but how we also need to be a little bit careful with just having them and other pieces of technology be throwaway devices.